take a little bit of this, a little bit of that back foot. My anaconda don't want none. What? And see. So yeah, I'm Jessica Glassberg, as she said, originally from Long Island, New York. Anyone? East Coast? Good. Great. Yes, that's where they keep the Jews. I don't know if you guys knew that. Glassberg, not a secret, really. Jewberg is fine after the show. I'll be like, Jewberg! Super J. Yeah, so that is where they keep the Jews. It's good. I'm from New York. I think it's not, I can still talk about like the Super Bowl and how we won and that was awesome, right? It's still great. Okay. We're not dancing later. So, we won the Super Bowl and I was pretty excited. This was the first year that I was on a fantasy football team. I was pretty excited about it. I didn't know a lot about it, but I didn't realize when you go to the fantasy football draft, you are not supposed to wear a lace teddy and cleats. Fantasy football. That's where we were going. Excellent. So from Long Island, Jews, shh, stop with the chit chat. Not television. I can hear you. Good talk. Yeah, good talk. It's okay. Just you're done now. You're done. You're done. We have people. They can remove you from the room. We don't have people. We just have girls in black dresses. But they'll take you out. What? So stop it! Not your time. I know it's LA and it's hard, but it's my time now. So anyway, I have an Aunt D married to Uncle Ira. Hello, Jews, party of two. Yeah. Table by the window. Excellent. Good job. So Dee loves to say at the end of every pause in conversation, so that's the story. Whether or not a story has been completed, right? She's like, oh yeah, Carl got his leg amputated. So that's the story. No, that is like an end of a story. Why did he need the amp? No, that is not a full story. Ira will be home soon. So that's the story. No, that is just the beginning of the story. A story entails beginning, middle, end, right? I want to see the effects of dramatic writing here. I want to see some rising action, reaching to the climax, hitting our turning point, coming down for falling action into denouement territory. Yes, I said denouement territory. They can't handle it. It's all right. It's good. So that's what I want. Ira will be home soon. So that's the story. No, that is not even that whole story. That is a declarative statement. Is all that is, D. Ira will be home soon. So that's the story. Okay, really? If that's the story, our hero Ira, where is he going? Where is he coming from that he will be home soon? How will he overcome some obstacles and make his way back to D? Ira will be home soon. So that's the story. No! Just a statement, not a story at all. And that was my story. No, I actually have a real story now. So I went to the dentist recently, and I feel totally justified in talking about the dentist because my teeth make up 3/4 of my face. So it's okay. Totally chiclets. Excellent. We're good. So I went to the dentist recently, and I went to get a cavity filled, and the dentist was like, okay, I don't think you should get any Novocaine because getting the shot of Novocaine is going to hurt more than the procedure itself. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I can take it. I can handle it. I'm weeping in the chair, and it was really traumatic. And it was, no one could hear me crying anyway because they just fill my mouth with metal objects. Inserting, right? They have the mirror in there. There's the drill. Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Yeah? Metal objects. Breaking the law. So they're all in my mouth. And the dentist is here, and the nurse is here, and there isn't room for that swoop-in table action. You know, there's the swoop-in table and the down-coming light, when you're in the chair. And so there's no room, so they end up using my chest as a makeshift tool shed. And they're just putting a little scrapey-doo. Mr. Thirsty's going down. Is this protocol? Is this normal? Am I being molested at this moment? What is my chest so flat that is so easily mistaken for a table? I don't really. Am I in 6th grade again? Do I have a bad perm? Mrs. Zacharias, is that you? No? Okay. So we're at the dentist. Eventually everyone leaves the mouth. Rob Halford goes out with his whip. He's sitting in the dentist. It's awkward. And then I go to pay, because I get to pay for this wonderful experience. And I realize, hark, there is still a gaping hole in my tooth. Job not done. I alert dentist. And he's like, oh, oops. No, you don't get to say oops. You pretend that this is totally normal. You tell me like, oh, we do it like the nail salon. You know, first we prep you, then you pay, then we finish it off so you don't mess it up, right? Tell me there's shellac that's gonna come on there after. I don't care, don't say oops. I want some professionalism. Your name ends in DDS. Mine just ends in BERG, okay? I'm sorry, but in this situation, dentist trumps Jew. Jewish dentist beats everything, though. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. It's okay. So I'm just going to tell you this little brief story. My friends and I like to compare notes. Who had the worst childhood? I always win. I do stand-up. Automatic win. Right? So we're talking about how she's saying how as a kid she used to have like a safety word with her parents. A little secret password action for stranger danger. Anyone ever say, I know my first name is Steven? Anyone? No. Good. Scary movie. So it's been like you're walking home from school and a car pulls up and they're like, hey, your mom's been in an accident. Get in. What's my password? Butter cookies. Come on. What kid's not getting in the car for butter cookies? Right? Whether or not it is your password, you are getting in that car. The password should be something the kid does not want to get in the car for, right? Like broccoli or pedophile. No kid is getting it. Then I got to thinking, I was like, I didn't have a password growing up. I didn't. I think my parents totally wanted me to get kidnapped. It was the truth. It is. But it's okay. I've made up for lost time. I have. I now have my own password. It's margaritas. Thanks a lot. I'm Jessica Glassberg.